Today we're talking about aging in place. What is aging in place? We talk about aging in place like it's this new novel idea, something that has recently been come up with, that we would live our lives in the homes that we love throughout the course of our lives. And really, if you think about it, what we call aging in place used to be just called living. It's what everybody did. I call it the Walton's model. People lived in their homes. They often lived with extended families. People lived where they lived and they took care of each other. And there's often was multi-generations under one roof, and nobody thought anything of it. Nobody considered a different plan until really quite recently, in the scheme of things, the idea that people at some point in their life would go off and live in a senior living community of one kind or another, whether that be a nursing home, a assisted living, independent living, a age segregated community. And where did that idea come from? Why has that become the status quo? And more importantly, why is the status quo that we would work all of our lives, we would accumulate assets, and then at the end of our life, we would spend all that down until we have nothing left, and then we go on Medicaid. And then Medicaid pays for our nursing home. How can that be the standard? How can that be what we've come to? And so I would like to suggest that the idea of aging in place is simply the idea that we would live in the homes that we love, that we would take care of the people that we love, that we would provide for our parents as they provided for us when we were young. And the homes that we live in would be either built or would be modified to make getting around, make living in our homes, make negotiating, coming in and out of the home, going into and out of the bathroom, the kitchen, the bedroom, the various rooms of the house, easier and safer. And then the support systems would be in place to help people have the services they need in order to continue to live in the homes that they love. All the studies show that people are happier at home. All studies show that people are healthier at home, that they are that they live longer and they're more content. And so I think that we need to reevaluate and rethink about not only what are the homes that we live in, but what are our attitudes towards aging? What is it about our society that worships youth and venerates and holds up youth? And the idea that as we are, quote unquote, over the hill, then we're put out to pasture. We are no longer recognized as valuable to society, when in fact it's those very people who have the greatest wisdom, the greatest understanding, the greatest gifts to give to society. I think the story of Grandma Moses is amazing. She started painting at the age of 76. She painted every day for the next 25 years. I read a story recently about a woman who started running marathons at the age of 70, and she ran 75 marathons up until her mid-90s. We all have a great deal of living left in us if we will only recognize and if we will only be aware that we are created in the image and likeness of God, and He created us to be creative beings. He created us to continue to grow and to learn and to experience new things throughout the entire course of our life. So I believe as an aging in place contractor, I have a part to play in that metamorphosis. I have a part to play in that reimagining of what it means to grow older And I am honored to be able to be a part of that, to create homes that are well suited for people throughout the course of their life. And it's a great honor to be able to be part of that again. And this whole idea of aging in place is simply that we create and modify the homes that we live in to be the place where we can be the safest and most comfortable throughout all the days of our life, so that the rest of your life can be the best of your life. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.